Hello and welcome back everyone to another video. This will be somewhat long, so grab a drink, get relaxed and tuck it in. Today we're going to be doing I'd say about a month to two final updates on the wallets that I've bought. Do I still feel the same way about them? Has my opinion changed? Let's find out. Stay tuned. So hello guys, welcome back. So this will be a long video, so make sure you've got your feet up, you're nice and relaxed, and you've got a nice beverage. So there is a few wallets to get through tonight. So these are the ones that I've bought in the last couple of months, well, which started me off on my review page. Now I have still got some still in the rack there, but they're doubles, like just of different colours of what I've got on here, so I'm not going to get all of them out, but we are going to talk about the whole range. So that's from like the minimalist, medium to the large carry wallets. So starting off on the small minimalist wallets. So first of all we have the Crafty Drifters minimalist wallet. Now this is a UK based product. From the top of my head I think it was from Bristol, Cornwall, sorry. Beautiful wallet. I've struggled to use it. Now I'm not saying it's a bad product, I'm not bashing the brand. I think it's actually inspiring from what I've read up on the company, and again I've done my review on the wallet and the unboxing and first impressions, but it's just I can't seem to get on with this one. It's a shame because it is a very beautiful wallet. For me it's a bit too minimalist, and again I even spoke in the review unboxing, there is a few things that if I was helping make this wallet again, what I would change. It is a very tight wallet, and like I says, I can't carry a lot of my stuff, and I've even tried to dial it back and just carry like the main stuff, but I think you got to be prepared as well. Yeah, you don't need all your store cards and stuff, but it was a big struggle. So it is a shame because it is a very beautiful wallet, and that's from the Crafty Drifters. Like I said, I'm sure they make other wallets that probably will be more suitable for my needs, and I will check them out. It's just this one, it just isn't what I need it for. So that's the first one on the minimalist range. Okay. The second one was the Tethia wallet from Etsy. Now there is a few companies out there that have got their own rendition of this style of wallet, which is the origami wallet. Now I don't own any other wallets that are in this style, so I can't really comment on other manufacturers, but from what I've seen of other reviewers and pictures and videos and etc., they just seem to look a bit more well built than this. I did do an update on this video, on this wallet, sorry, and I did manage to fit all my stuff in there, but I just wasn't really happy with the quality and I think the functionality of the wallet. Again, not bashing the brand, it's not for me. And again guys, these are my opinions on these wallets. Someone else could buy this wallet and absolutely love it, and you know what, you're not wrong, I'm not wrong, everyone's got their own opinion, and like I said before, everyone buys wallets to fit their needs, but it just doesn't do it for me. So that's the Tefia wallet in number 2. Still sticking to the minimalist wallets. Now, so this was another one from Etsy that I found, and this is the Magna wallet. Now, it's actually a shame because I did actually like the look of this on the website, but again, it's a bit too minimalist for me. It is quite tight. I've used it for about a week now and I'm still struggling to put stuff in and out of it. It can get a bit frustrating. Again, that's for my needs. Someone else could have bought this and really loved it, so that's where I stand on the Magna flip wallet. Again, it's a nice style. I get where they're coming from with it. I'd probably just end up making it a little bit bigger, because like I said, it is very tight. So in the minimalist, okay, we've got a couple more. So this is definitely up there in my favourite minimalist. So this is the Proof Wallet Apex. Now I think this is like one of the top tier proof wallets, as they start off quite cheaper. I mean, they're still expensive wallets. I think they still start around over £100. I don't know what that is in dollars. So they are premium. Now, I do think these are mass produced, but the company is actually run by ex-servicemen. So I felt like I was doing my bit to support, how I like supporting small brands and stuff, and it still is a small brand. And to be honest with you, for a little card holder, and okay, it's not all leather, you have got a big piece of metal on the back. I do really like it. It can hold quite a bit. I think up to 25 cards, and it still functions. The only little thing I don't like is, again, folding the notes into quarters, and it isn't really secure in that flap. Now, again, I've watched videos of this wallet when I was doing my homework on it, and some people found the strap okay. I find it a little bit loose, and now and again when I take it out of my pocket, I have had to readjust the cash in there because it's either slid too far down or too far up. There's just something to make note of, but yeah, definitely up there in my list anyway. Now, this is a tough one because we're getting to the end of the minimalist wallets. Now, this was up there until last week, and this is the Wilds Gauntlet wallet. Absolutely love this. This is, again, one of the minimalist wallets where I can still carry all my shit in. It's still relatively thin. It's compact. You put it in your pocket, your bag, and you'll forget about it. Now, it doesn't come with the orange paracord, as I explained. I've just put that on there. I will be putting the black one back on it because I have bought a little charm. I think it's just to decorate it and customise it. As you guys know, I do like customising my stuff. So that is definitely up there, and I found that this was a very, very, very nice wallet. And I still rotate. This is in my rotation lineup when I do want a minimalist wallet. That's definitely up there. And lastly, in my minimalist range, again, this actually knocked the Gauntlet wallet down a spot, not by much, but it has knocked it down. It's the Keel Leather Minimalist Card Holder Wallet. Now, this thing, I mean, I was pretty surprised when I got it. I was quite impressed, but after using it for a few days, I've actually really grown to like it even more and appreciate it a little bit more. And I think because I've been using it and things are stretched out, and like I said, I do carry a lot of shit with me, it has made it easier to use. And like I says, leather is when it's new quite tight, but then when you're stuffing it with your cards and etc., it can stretch it out and it will make it easier to use. Sometimes if you stretch it out too much, your cards will fall out, but I do really like this. Plus it was a custom build as well, because I chose to have the green stitching on there, which I think looks really nice, and it still has a quick access card slot on the back there, so you don't even have to open the wallet, and it holds all my cash. Again, I've had to fold the cash into quarters, but you know what, certain compromises, and I have one lottery ticket that's for tonight, fingers crossed. So you know, it still holds my stuff, and as you can see, even on the when I did the unboxing or on the reveal of it, I had it on this profile, and you can see the cards are not as bent as there was before. There's still a bit of a bow there, but it's not as bad as it was before. It was quite banana shaped before, and that's only a couple of days of using this. I would really highly recommend this, and I would say, no, it's not the cheapest, but out of the minimalist line, or probably the second from the cheapest. But you know what, actually using it in feet, like holding it in your hand, it's actually very, very premium for what it is. And James, if you're watching, hats off to you. If anything, I'd probably put the price up, because I think you're underselling these. I think the only positive criticism, constructive criticism, I can get my words out, I did say it was probably just to make it a little bit wider, just to help get cards in and out, because it is, I mean, the cards are right up against the edge there, so just making it a little bit more wider. I mean, compared to how it was on the review, if you guys go back to that, I mean, it was a very hot night as well, and my fingers were like sweating, so I didn't have much grip. But cards are they're still tough, but they're a lot easier to take in and out. So that, I'd say, at the minute, because I'm always buying stuff, but at the minute, the Kill Leather Minimalist wallet is definitely one of my favourites up there in the list. And again, it's in my rotation, and if a wallet's in my rotation list, that means it gets the Rollies thumbs up. And in second place is the Wild Gauntlet wallet. Like I said, there's not much in it in the ranking. This only gets it by a touch. Very, very good wallets. Highly recommend them. Check out both. This is actually, Wilds have got their own website. I don't think they're on anything else apart from Instagram, and they've got their own YouTube. Kill Leather, I'm not sure if he's got YouTube, but he's on eBay and Vinted, and as well as Instagram as well. So please check both of them out. So that's for the small or the minimalist wallets. Now in the second phase is mediums. So they're still classed as minimalist wallets, but I class them as medium, so they're not like too small and they're not too big. So you can carry a lot more in these compared to them. These ones are more like if you're going out on a night out, or you don't really want to take a big wallet with you and you just want to take the bare essentials, and you lean towards these. So right, I'm going to start off with this one. So again, this is the minimalist medium size range. So I've put this one in last place. Now this is the Ornament Clan wallet. Now when I had a look on their website and I seen this, it really caught my eye, and it was, you know, it really popped, and I thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Now I bought this because, I mean, it looks the part. There's no knocking that at all. But functionality, now after using it for a bit, it is a bit frustrating. Again, it's nothing major. Maybe it's just me and I'm a bit picky. But again, I've said it in a couple of videos. When notes are in here, I don't like it how they're sticking out from the side, and you can see them sticking out. And again, it's a design flaw, I think anyway. Is that eyelet's too low down and it's quite big. Now, if they had made the wallet a little bit wider, which I think they should have, to accommodate for the notes, because even on their pictures on their websites, the notes are resting in here flat, like the Lost Dutchman's. You just literally slide the cash in, and actually I'm going to show you, and it does like stick out, and it's not mega. It's just I don't like stuff like that. I like things quite neat, and I found that it is down to that paracord. Now, yes, you can take the paracord off, but then I think, well, if you're going to have to do that, then it defeats the object of buying this style of wallet, because you're buying it for the paracord. Now, bearing in mind, I've just put cash in here. There is no cards. And that sticks out quite a bit. And that's because of that, from what it looks like. And if you can imagine this stuff with cards, it's a lot worse. I mean, that's very messy. So again, I would make it a little bit wider, and I would probably move that up and make it smaller. There's no need for it to be that easy. That looks like you're almost towing a car. You don't need that. That's more aesthetics than functionality. Other than that, it is a nice feeling wallet. It is very smooth. There is still a leather smell on it. I'm not sure what leather they used on this one, and it's a shame because I did have really high expectations for this, and I thought you would have not really scratched that itch, because this, to me, which is the next wallet, was like the go-to between the tourist camp and, where are you, the big fin. So I was a little bit disappointed in that, I must say. So in my medium-sized wallets, that is, I'm afraid, at the bottom. I still would recommend it. It's just not for me. And to be fair, after using it for a week, it's more of a filler in my rack now. And that's not bashing the company. I've seen they've got a lot more beautiful wallets on there that I think would scratch that itch, and I probably would buy from them again. And again, guys, this is my opinion. I'm sure there's people out there that have this and they absolutely love it. It just doesn't do it for me. Now, in next place, and I do have two of these. This is the black and orange one, and I do have a saddle tan, which is in the rack. There's no point bringing both of them out. Now, this is a very, very nice wallet indeed. Quick card, access card slot at the back, can easily fit 2 to 3 cards. You do have this pocket here, and that's where you slide your cash into. There is I've opted for the orange divider, so you can put 2 rows of cards in there. Again, I carry about between 8 to 10 cards, so that does a nice job for that. What I would say, sorry, is again, it is a minimalist wallet, so you're not going to carry a lot of cash with you. I'll just quickly demonstrate. So you can actually, and I've sort of altered it around a bit, so you can actually have it where you've just folded the cash into half, which gets an automatic yes. I don't really like folding, as you guys know, I don't really like folding my cash into any more than half. And as you can see, I've put it in the back pocket there and it swallows it fine. Now, the actual cash pocket is at the front here. So when you put that in, and then you go, it sits in. There's probably £110 here in cash. So it's not a lot, but you know, it's enough for the experiment. And you can see it's starting to bow there. And obviously when cards are packed in, it does push it out a little bit more. I probably wouldn't go any more than £100 in this, in notes. I think the more it just gets a bit ridiculous. But it is a beautiful wallet. I would definitely highly recommend this. As I said, I bought two, so they're doing something right. I wouldn't buy multiple wallets off a maker if I didn't like them. So I would really recommend the Tourist Camp base. They do other stuff as well, other wallets, which I'm yet to purchase. So I haven't forgotten about you, Sajid. So that's in number 2. Now I don't really have a lot of medium sized wallets. Most of mine are quite large. I would say that's more large as well. Really, is the Big Fin. This is the Big Fin version 1 from Lost Dutchman. Excuse me. Again, this was one of my favourite Lost Dutchman wallets, but we'll go back to that. Forget, there's too many wallets here, I'm getting mixed up. So again, I want to say medium, but it can still hold a lot of stuff. Now this style is one of my favourite styles of wallet, the top access ones, where you got a flap like that. And again, you don't have to fold the, I mean you can if you want, you've got that option too. But I like these ones because, I mean, as you can see, my notes are folded like that and it looks like an accordion now because I've had it stuffed into my keel leather, losing track here. And it does swallow it like a champ, and I've had £250 in notes in this and it's handled it fine with my 8 cards as well, and you've got a quick access card slot on the back. And after carrying all that, it's still in a relatively small footprint, as you can see. So a thumbs up yet again to Lost Dutchman. This is the Franklin version 1 in olive green, and it is a stitchless wallet. So that wins that round of medium size wallets. Lastly, large size wallets. So again, we're going back to the Big Fin version 1. Now, this was one of my favourite wallets, as quick access card slot on the back. This one you got a tuck flap, again not the other one, but you got more of a strap on this one. Now this was a custom one because I had Rollies engraved in it, and I had red stitching. Again, I've done all reviews on these. This is just this one's a bit unfair because I have actually owned this for around 2 years now. So, but I've always spoke very highly of it. And again, cash goes in flat, so you don't have to fold it. You can if you want to, but I think it's nice like that. It's quick access. You've got a divider in the middle there, separate your cards, so your store cards can go in the back, bank cards at the front, or however you have it, and a quick access card slot on the back there for your most used cards. Definitely was up there until now. So before I'm gonna do a bit of a spoiler here. So I've got, this is my third wallet from Bad Design Leather, and I absolutely love these. Again, to buy 3 wallets off one manufacturer, that just says it all really. So I bought 2 more, which are on the rack there sleeping, and I absolutely loved them. Really nice wallets. But there was always one wallet that it is expensive because it was a custom one, and I held back. So the Bad Design Leather was the winner until I actually pulled the plug and bought this one, which is a Create Your Own Lost Dutchman cash fin, again in olive green, finished with olive green stitching. Absolutely love this wallet. Even when it's empty, I just love holding it. I love smelling it. There's a lovely smell to it. It's practical, can hold all my stuff. Now, it was going really well. I'm going to show you. It was going very well. I thought, that's it. I found the perfect wallet. And you know what? It still is, and it is up there. Right, so I'm not going to put any cards in. So I've just put some cash in there. As you can see, it handles it well, and I like seeing that you can see the cash in there, but it doesn't stick out, and that's fine. That is fine, and it feels, just can't. If you own or have ever felt a Lost Dutchman product, you just know there's something special about it. And like I said, everything was fine. I thought, that's it, found my wallet, it's perfect. I love the other ones, but this is perfect. Until, now I've only got £10 notes in there. Until I've had a few 20s. Now 20s are slightly bigger than the 10s. And I shall show you. Now, I'm not going to be too critical, because I know some of this is just me being me. But a 20, obviously cards are not in there, so it's not as bad. But there is a little bit of an overhang there. And I was like, no, because I really like this wallet. Is it enough to put me off? No, not at all. Compared to the Orman clan wallet, which you can, it sticks out quite a bit. This is just slightly. And when you've got a couple of, I had like maybe £140 in 20s. And when you got a stack of them, obviously it pushes it out, and it does stick out a bit more than that, but it's still not bad, you know what I mean? And I actually wrote to Lost Dutchman, and at the minute they're doing their drop zones every Thursdays, which is really exciting. Some of the stuff they're coming out with looks fantastic. Unfortunately, when it's 8 p.m. over there in America, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I really need to sleep because I work full time, so unfortunately I always miss out on them. However, Last Dutchman, if you're watching, if you ever do any custom or special edition cash fins, I promise I'll be there with the alarm clock set, waiting on your site. Also, if I think, I mean, you can see it there sticking out. Does that bother anyone else when stuff sticks out, or is it just me? It might just be me. Like I said, it's not enough to be heartbroken about it. It's just little things, and I can, totally look past it because it makes up in other areas. So just a little bit of cash sticking out there, that's not an issue. And I've had this for about 2-3 weeks now, so there is a little bit of wear on it, and it is looking beautiful still. And obviously with the little marks on there, it does really look nice. And when this is filled out, it feels a lot better. It just feels sturdy and chunky, and as you guys know, I love my chunky stuff. I do wish they made, and I would happily carry something that's bigger. As you guys know, I love my bigger wallets. If they made an international version of this, I think that would definitely solve the overhang problem of the 20. 10s are fine, 5s are brilliant. It's just when you get into 20s, obviously they're a lot bigger, and if you carry a lot of them, which to be fair, I don't really carry a lot of cash. It's just I've been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, so I have had some cash. So as you can see, size difference in the notes. I'll try and get that flat as possible. There is a difference in size. So yeah, it hasn't spoiled the wallet. Last Dutchman, if you're watching, I think if you made an international version, I will definitely buy it, 100%. Or any special editions of the cash fin. I think out of the Lost Dutchman range so far, the cash fin is my favourite Lost Dutchman product. I don't own any mini, like the smaller wallets, which I will get for my collection, but the mini, out of the 3 Lost Dutchman wallets I have, the cash fin is my favourite wallet. Okay. Lastly, now this is bumped up because I love this brand. As it says, I own 3 wallets from them, and this one it actually took the cake from this. So this was my favourite, the cash fin. The bad design leather Johnny Wallet 3.0, and I had it custom made for me last week. Well, no, I got it last week. I absolutely love this wallet. It scratches a lot of itches. That sounds really bad. Yeah, it ticks a lot of boxes. So not only is it all in green, and you got this beautiful paracord, which I think really adds to the wallet and just pops. Minimal branding, again, elegant. Quick access card slot on the back, finished with orange olive stitching. I want to say this is like a kiwi, but this is Badalassi Carlo Pablo leather. I will learn to say that name properly. Now this is different because the other wallets, bad design leather wallets I have, they don't have this feature, but this one has this feature, which makes it a little bit special. So the other ones, you had to either pull the cards out from there or push from this corner to fan them out. But this one, which I didn't want at first, but then I seen a video and I was like, yep, I need that on there. You have a pull tab, which just makes it a lot easier. And then this, let me tell you, when it comes to wallets, and if you're into your EDC stuff, which you probably are if you're following me and you're subscribed to this channel, if you like your EDC stuff, this is the wallet to have so far. I always say so far because I'm always buying stuff, and you know, I don't want to say, yeah, this is my favourite and then I get something else, because you could only have one favourite, I think. So you got a key holder slot there. I mean, these things are stuff for this, apart from bad design leather. Again, small bit of branding there. Little bit of text in there. It's a Johnny wallet, and it was date stamped there as well. But as well as my week's worth of lottery tickets, I mean, I've only got one lottery ticket, and that's for tonight, as I buy them on a Monday before I go to work for the week. So this is 20s and 10s. And as you can see, look how much room you got at the top there, right? That's with the notes right against the bottom, and look how much room. And that's with 20s and 10s, and then folded up. Now, this is a big wallet, but I don't think it's that big. But you can carry a lot of stuff in there compared to, let's close this up. I don't know what that noise was then. Small, compact, take it, you know, on a night out, or if you don't want to carry a big heavy wallet. But how many wallets look like that? And at the minute, that's my number one as a large carry capacity wallet, or large wallet, and that's the bad design leather Johnny Wallet 3.0. And will it be the last wallet I buy from them? Probably not. Again, I talked to Janelle quite a bit, the guy that owns Bad Design Leather. Lovely bloke, really is. Very helpful, customer service on point. So it's not just the wallet, it's the service you buy with it as well, I find. So that is my wallet lineup. As I said, I do have other wallets back there. Some of them are duplicates of what I have here, but just in different colours. Actually, you know what? We're going to get them out. We're going to do this properly, right? And close that up 1 second. So I have arranged all the wallets on my desk, which I'll flip the camera around and you can have a look. This is just my premium wallets. I do have a box under my bed. They're just cheap stuff that I've found, or you know, that are quirky and I've liked, but they're not of anything of value. But this is my premium collection, so we're gonna just have a quick look and go through them now. So, small or minimalist. So that's the Crazy Drifters, the Tefia, the Magna Leather, Proof wallet, the Wild Gun wallet, the one I'm currently using at the minute, the Kale Leather. In medium wallets we have the Ornament Clan wallet. This is the first tourist camp base wallet, saddle tan with red stitching. Tourist camp base wallet in black with orange stitching and orange divider. Lost Dutchman Franklin version 1 in olive green. And for the larger wallets we have the Big Fin version 1 in black and red stitching. We have the Cash Fin, Crate Yarn Cash Fin in olive green with olive green stitching. We have the Bad Design Leather Johnny Wallet 3.0 in black with orange stitching and orange paracord. We have Bad Design Leather 3.0 Johnny Wallet in Blitz, which you got the kiwi, the black and the orange, and inside is very colourful. And last but not least we have the Bad Design Leather Johnny Wallet 3.0, all in green or kiwi with suitable paracord that accommodates the colours of what's going on here. And as you can see, attention to detail, all the paracords are the similar colours to what's on the wallet. And this is the king at the minute out of my collection. So guys, thank you so much yet again for watching. Again, this is a different style of video. I'm just trying to see what works and stuff on the channel. Plus I think it's quite fun to see my collection on the table, my opinion of it, as it is a review channel. Again, I love all the wallets, even the ones that I'm not, a fan of. I still appreciate them, and I know, a lot of work and time and effort's gone into making them. It's just they just don't serve me. I've got nothing against the wallets and nothing against the creators. There's just them wallets don't serve me. But you know what? They still look, even though I'm not using them anymore, they still look good in my collection. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I do like making videos, so any constructive criticism is welcome. I'm still new, I'm trying to find my feet. If you haven't already, please follow me on social media, on my Instagram page at Rollies Reviews, or on here where sometimes I do shorts. I'm trying to get more into that, and obviously the full reviews as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are in the UK, please keep hydrated, cool, and yeah, this heat is kicking everyone's ass at the minute. I'm really struggling to breathe. I think I only got like maybe 3 hours of sleep last night, and I had to go to work today as well. So please keep safe, and then until next time guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, you are all stars. Thank you.